everyone, Lawrence here from Unicorn Reviews. Today we're doing Microsoft's Surface Pro number 3 because there has been 2 before this, actually 5 if you, well no, 4 if you count the RT version. So this is actually the 5th Surface, but the RT is that long-lived X86. So this won't be your average review because I actually did an average review, and when I proof watched it I saw that using a script and everything just wasn't my thing. So in today's video we're going to be looking at it like I normally do, no script, no preparation. Actually I have preparation because I already reviewed it in a different video that I'm not going to publish. So Surface Pro 3. This box gives you the main unit, so that includes the pen, the awesome little pen, great pen, but it doesn't include the keyboard because the keyboard is another 130 euros. Quite a lot actually when you think of it. It is a pretty good keyboard. Touching, well, typing on it is great, good tactile feedback. It's of course not a mechanical keyboard, but for the thickness, because look how thin this is, it's really cool. You can also put it in the lower mode, like so. And already, quick point of criticism, if I'm already reviewing anyway, you'll have your taskbar right here, and it's actually pretty hard to press the things on the bottom. If you're from the other side, you can't really hit it with your fingers, so this pen really comes in handy. It's also a great pen because, like, press on the top button and OneNote opens and you can write on it like I do all the time for school and stuff. If you press again, it'll open up a new thing, and as you can see, you can easily just write on it. Too bad I'm not a very good drawer, but yeah, I always use it now at school because this is really a student's device. This is the i3 model because it's really fast enough, and 64 gigabytes of storage is actually enough for Windows 8.1. You'll have around 37 gigabytes left, which is enough for Creative Cloud and Office, and everything else you just put in Dropbox or OneNote or whatever you use. I use OneNote actually because got the professional version for free with school. So also, talking about school, Microsoft does do really cool student discounts, so you should really check out the student store if you are a student. Now, about the review itself, because I already said this is awesome. Touchpad is a lot bigger than with the Surface 2 and the original Surface Pro. But when you have a touchscreen this awesome, you don't really use the... Everything just fell, oh my god, that's so professional. No, yeah, the touchscreen is really good. I don't even know if it's playing right now. But great screen. It's 2160 by 1440, so that's almost Quad HD. No dedicated graphics card, you just get your Intel HD 4600, if I'm not mistaken, graphics, and the i7 model probably has 5000. I would like to see Iris Pro in here, but this is not a gaming device, this is just a productivity device because it is, right now, a laptop. If you take the magnetic keyboard off, which really is this simple, you don't have to USB tether it, you just plug it in like so, it just has magnetic clips, clicks on. Really cool feature, 3 different illumination devices. Now I'm using a lot of light here, so not at all sure if you can see that, but yeah. Also, this is the French layout, because I'm not at all French, but our country for some reason uses these, and really helpful to have the right layout when you have to do all these special accents and stuff, right? The American version doesn't have that. So right now you just have the normal kickstands. The pen sadly can't go in anywhere, so it doesn't stay on at this side, but this side is magnetic from where you charge it. I'll show the charger later, don't worry. So you have your charge port here, and there's magnets around it, so you can just plug it in like this. Or plug it in, it just stays on there, it won't come off easily. But yeah, really cool pen. Also, the bottom button helps you erase, so it's like an eraser, but you don't have to turn the pen around because you wouldn't use the plastic on your screen. And the top one is for selecting, which is incredibly helpful. Also great for Photoshop and stuff. Talking about Photoshop, I did have Photoshop opened up somewhere because there is a little bit of an issue. Come on. There we go, I opened Photoshop. Okay, so Photoshop on this thing is amazing. Why is Photoshop so amazing on this device? One reason actually, I was going to say 2, it's really only 1. Most camera sensors have a 3:2 ratio, which means It's 1.5 times wider than it's tall, right? This screen has the same ratio. So what that means is in Photoshop, you can go 100% because obviously, well, not really 100%, but it's just really cool that the aspect ratio of the screen is the same as a picture when you're looking at unedited pictures, just for your editing. And with the touch plugins you can do fun stuff with everything, but really great for Photoshop if you have very good eyes. Not sure if you can see that. I'll put a print screen in, of course, because I am so caring, but the buttons on here are ridiculously small. They are ridiculously small. It's very hard to see because of the high resolution. And I know Adobe has this 200% scaling thing, but then it's too big, right? So scaling is a bit of an issue with Windows with really high resolution displays, especially when you go Quad HD on a 12-inch display, because this is 12-inch. With the bezels added, it's around 13.5, but the bezels are very thin actually. I really like the bezel design on this. But yeah, this is the kickstand version 1. Of course, kickstand can also just completely shut, or there's a little cutout here, so you can just put it like this, or flatter. It's stepless, so you can put it at whatever angle you want. And then once you do have it at a cool angle, you just grab your ultra cool pen and you just press it, and people will look at you like, whoa dude, that's wizardry. And you can just put your palm, it has palm detection, so you can just rest your hand and you can just write stuff like hello, because my writing is horrible. And then you have the erase thingy, or you also have the select thingy, and then a whole menu pops up, and then you can do stuff with it. Another cool thing is you can also open up the camera and everything from it, so you can just paste in like pictures and you can make cool drawings when you're with female students who like drawing stuff, because I suck at drawing. I have no idea if you guys can see it, but they can then draw stuff like Highlanders. Cool, right? Highlanders, please don't be offended by their drawing. So far, everything other than the fact that there's no dedicated room for the pen is absolutely amazing. What bad things do I have to say about it? Let's think real quick here. Yeah, so if you put the keyboard angled up, it's hard to use your fingers on the taskbar, but then you have a touchpad, so that problem cancels itself out. Which kind of leads me to one little issue I have with it. Actually, two. Is my video still playing? Let's go to VLC. I probably have video. You have your power buttons on here. Oh my god, I hadn't talked about the I/O. So you have your power is on the top actually. Quieter, louder. And this is my Fantex Ento review. In there, while also keeping all of the as you can probably hear, sound quality is total shite, to talk Highlanderish. Yeah, sound quality is really cool, really just bad. There isn't any bass to anything. It just sounds empty, you know, like cheap in-ear headphones. And for that reason, I don't even know why they didn't just include those things. Why Microsoft? I mean, I get $130 keyboard, you don't include that. But when you make speakers, they are front-facing though, but when you make speakers this bad, you should really include that. So that's one bad thing. Second bad thing, on the surface, the back, it kind of tends to scratch rather easily. Like, you can use nails on it and everything, but when you have metal on metal contact, this magnesium alloy is actually pretty soft, so it tends to scratch a little bit. I didn't have it for more than a few hours actually when I made a first scratch on it. Scratch has also disappeared, by the way. I don't know if that's an active thing, but scratches can also disappear for some magical reason. I'm going to quickly get the charger. Yay, got the charger. So, it's your normal connector. Of course, if you're in a different country, you'll have a different connector. And then this is your normal-ish connector. No mini USB charging or anything, but it just plugs in like this. So it's completely magnetic, really easy to use. There's a little light in the top, which of course you can't see because this one isn't connected. But there's a little light. Not really useful, the light. It doesn't change color, it doesn't start blinking or anything. What it does do is blink when you put two things, because this also has a USB port. Can you actually see the USB port? I have to still talk about the I/O, I know. But it has a USB port here, and for some weird reason, I thought, well, I'll just put my phone on this thing and I'll save a power socket. No, it didn't charge either device. So you're either charging a USB device or the Surface, not both at the same time, which is bad. It's just bad. Microsoft, like, fix this one, you know, make it able to charge two devices at the same time. But those are the only bad things. So scratches, which miraculously disappear, crap audio, and the fact that you can't charge two things at once. Another thing, something else some people will complain about, is the Metro I/O, the thingy with like the squares and everything. It's really great. This is by far the best experience I ever had with Windows 8, and I'm a Windows 8 lover. A lot of people hate it. I recently did the tech preview. There might be a video coming on that of Windows 10. There's no start menu. I start freaking out, like, where's my start menu? But it's really great, and it's just quick to use, because the icons on the normal desktop, they're a bit, you know, you have to like double tap and they're a little bit small and all those things, but other than that, it's really helpful. This, I mean, Windows 8.1 really works on this. It's just amazing. So the I/O, yeah, so you have your 4-pin headphone and mic here, so you might have to get an adapter if you have a headset like everyone has with dual connectors, you know. And then on this side you have a DisplayPort, mini DisplayPort. Doesn't come with an adapter, but you can buy one for a ridiculous amount of money on the Microsoft Store, or you can get one for cheap on the internet. There's a full-size USB 3.0 port, only one sadly. There's of course your charge port, and then hidden away here there's a micro SD card. So even if you have the i3 model with only 64 gigabytes of memory in it, you can still shove another 128 memory gigabyte thingies in there. Awesome stuff, right? So what else is there to do? There is time for a conclusion. So I haven't actually given a Platinum Award in quite a while, and with this one it's straight up Platinum. I didn't even have to think about it. It's brilliant. It's the same price as a MacBook Air, but it's thinner, it's faster, it looks better, it has touchscreen, high resolution display, better colors, similar battery life. I mean, this will last you a full working day or full school day, so battery life on this is amazing. Yeah, Platinum Award, there's really, other than the speakers, nothing seriously wrong with it. And that's pretty much it. So if you like the video, press the like button. If you dislike the video, press the dislike button. If you wonder why I'm a bit more hyper than usual, yes, I have been drinking. Sorry about that. And yeah, please subscribe to Unicorn Reviews, and thank you all this much for watching.